Welcome to The Explainer. In the next few minutes, we're going to connect the dots between a $30 billion investment, a new AI that literally codes in real time, and the future of creative ownership. This is your high-level briefing on what really matters in AI right now.
Okay, let's jump right in. We start with just one number that tells a massive story about where AI is today: $30 billion. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't just some random figure. It's a huge signal about where the smart money is going.
And that $30 billion? It all belongs to Anthropic's latest funding round. Now, this isn't just another big check in a world of big checks. This is a massive bet on a very specific vision for AI development. And believe me, it is sending ripples through the entire industry.
Right, so a funding round this big is a pretty clear sign of what a lot of people are calling an AI gold rush. So let's zoom in a bit and look at the market dynamics that are driving this incredible acceleration we're seeing.
So this deal, which was announced back on February 12, 2026, values Anthropic at a staggering $380 billion. I mean, that rockets the company into the same league as the established tech giants. It's just an undeniable sign of some seriously intense investor confidence in what's coming next for large-scale AI.
So, a number like that begs the question, what's actually driving this massive investment? Well, it all comes down to the development of unbelievably powerful new tools that are changing the game for pretty much everyone. So, let's take a look at what's new.
And speaking of powerful tools, check this out. OpenAI just unveiled its first real-time coding model, GPT-5-3 Codex-Spark. Look, this isn't just another small update. Its capabilities are a major leap forward in how developers can actually work with AI to build software. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The combination of speed and memory here is just wild. I mean, a 15x speed increase is incredible on its own. But when you pair that with a huge 128K context window, you can think of that as the AI's short-term memory. You get a tool that can handle far more complex coding challenges instantly.
And this is a perfect example of just how fast these foundational models are being turned into actual products. These aren't just ideas on a whiteboard, they are real tools launching right now that let developers do things like manage their own AI assistants, create unique email identities for AI agents, or even use multiple AI agents right in their terminal. The ecosystem is just exploding.
So when you build tools this powerful that can generate things this fast, you are absolutely going to run into some fascinating and really complex new problems. So let's look at the frontiers of research where these exact debates are taking shape.
Here's one of the biggest legal and ethical questions out there right now. As generative AI gets better and better at mimicking an artist's style, not just copying their work, our old definitions of ownership and copyright just start to fall apart.
And researchers are already proposing totally new ways to think about this. The key idea here is this concept of stylistic DNA. It shifts the whole question from, is this a direct copy, to, could this new piece of work even exist without the original artist's unique style? That is a profound change in how we think about creativity itself.
And this whole reevaluation of AI's role isn't just happening in the digital world. The research is also pushing AI into the physical world, figuring out how robots can become true collaborative teammates for humans in places like factories and construction sites.
Now, this isn't just academic theory. This kind of research is paving the way for AI that's more accessible and more impactful. It's reaching more people more cheaply and more effectively than ever before.
One of the biggest drivers for adoption is always cost. And as you can see here, new hardware like NVIDIA's Blackwell platform paired with open source models is making the cost of running an AI, what they call inference, totally plummet. We're talking about as much as 10 times. That is an absolute game changer for accessibility. And we're seeing the results of that in the real world. I mean, think about translation. Just a few years ago, machine translation was helpful, but it was obviously flawed, right? Well, today, models like ChatGPT have reached a level of quality that is right on par with professional human translators. This turns what was once a clear human skill into a powerful collaboration. So the entire ecosystem is now actively working to democratize these tools. You've got industry events bringing experts together all over the globe, and you have major players like Anthropic partnering up to get their models directly into the hands of computer science students. The goal here is to broaden the base of who can build with and benefit from AI.
Okay, so when we connect all these dots, you've got massive investment, incredibly powerful tools, falling costs, and expanding access, we're left with a really critical question about where all of this is going.
When you look at everything, From the funding rounds to the research papers, you can see this central tension emerging. The challenge for absolutely everyone, from engineers to policymakers, is how do you manage this explosive innovation in a way that's responsible and actually beneficial for society as a whole? And really, this is the ultimate takeaway. As AI becomes more powerful, more efficient, and more accessible to everyone, the question isn't just what can we build anymore. The real question is, what should we build? And the answer to that is going to define not just the future of technology, but the future of our world.